Welcome to the Savage Sports Podcast for Racquetball and Sports Talk. I'm here today with women's pro player Renee Rodríguez. Welcome, Maria.
Thank you, Cody. It's nice to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
We're at the wonderful Recreation Center at the UT facility in Austin, Texas.
Yes, this is a really cool place for racquetball. The University of Austin is amazing. I've really enjoyed my time here at this tournament, the Longhorn Open, and I'm really happy to be here.
Great, and you've played really well this weekend. I saw a lot of wins. I got to watch part of your finals match in the Women's Open division. How did that one end out?
Yes, so I won 11-6 in the tiebreaker against Lena Tyler. She played really well, and it was tough. I was down 6-4 and managed to find a way out of that and win 11-6, so I'm really happy for that win.
Yeah, when I left out on that match, it was back and forth. You guys were just in a heated battle.
Yeah, it was a tough match, and it was fun. We're gonna play them in mixed doubles, Linda and her husband, in about an hour or so. So yeah, looking forward to that one too.
Well, thank you for taking some time out of the tournament to come and sit with me and do the interview. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So you also played, I believe you played Shane Diaz.
Yes, I played Shane.
She's one of the up and coming juniors in Texas. She's beat me a number of times.
Yeah, she's a very good player. She's my training partner also. I train with her in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. So our coach is George Bustos. So I'm used to playing with her.
Yeah, she's progressing really fast, and so I look forward to seeing her working up. I think you have to be 18 to start playing the tour.
No, you can start playing. No matter your age, you can start playing. I think she'll probably play at the LPRT in April in San Antonio.
Okay. I know she'll definitely be there. Do you think she'll play on the pro bracket?
We'll see. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. But you'll definitely be there on the pro bracket.
I'll definitely be there, yes. That one is one of my favorite LPRT tournaments to go to, and this time, since I'm closer, it's even better. And now I've been training there for 5 months, I think. So now those are my home courts.
And you're originally from Guatemala, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And it's Guatemala City, Guatemala?
Yes, Guatemala City, Guatemala.
Okay, I'm glad I got that correct. Sometimes I get really wrong. So how was it going home over the break, getting to be back home for a while?
I was there for 2 weeks, and it was really exciting because I got to try the new public courts in Guatemala. They're building a facility with 10 courts. The first 5 are finished right now, so I got to try those courts, and it was really cool to see the whole place almost done, and that's going to help grow the sport down there a lot, because where I used to play, we only had 2 courts, so the space was very limited for us, and we couldn't have a lot of players. But now with 10 courts, it's going to be way better.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. So there's 10 courts right now, you said?
Yes, 10 courts. They're almost finished. So 5 of them are totally finished, and the other 5, they're missing just the floor and the black back glass wall.
That's awesome. I see kind of a resurgence coming in racquetball, especially because of all the Latin influence right now. A big resurgence. You know, in the 80s in America, racquetball was at its peak in popularity, but I'm sure you've been seeing it a little bit too. There's been more tournaments popping up.
Yes, it's definitely growing in Latin America, especially countries like Mexico and Bolivia. I did not get a chance to go to the Grand Slam in Bolivia last year, but I hope I can get to go this year. I've seen the pictures. It looks like there's huge crowds there. And for us in Guatemala, we have an advantage that some of the U.S. players don't have, which is we get a lot of support from the government to pay for our travel expenses to many tournaments. So that helps a lot as a player. You know, racquetball is not a big sport, so getting some of the expenses covered is very helpful.
Right. And something you were telling me right before the interview was you got to go to the Pan Am
Yes,
games?
we were at the Pan Am Games.
Yeah, tell us a little
last
bit
year.
about that. That was really cool to watch online.
Yes, that's the biggest event in which racquetball is a part of. So it was my second time at the Pan Am Games. I was in Toronto also, and this time it was even more special because Gabby and I got to play in the finals in doubles.
Who? Gabby who?
Gabby Martinez.
Gabby
my partner.
Martinez?
Yeah. So that was the first medal ever in racquetball for Guatemala at the Pan Am Games. So that was super exciting. And again, this is a multi-sport event. So the delegations from every country are really big, and we have a big support system. We had our 2 coaches there, physiotherapists, doctors, and a lot of like teammates from other sports. So it's a fun experience for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually might get dual citizenship for Paraguay.
Okay, nice.
So if I can, I'm also going to try and go.
That's awesome.
We'll see.
Nice.
So outside of racquetball, what is something you go to a ton of tournaments? I know just to get sponsored as a pro takes 10 tournaments a year minimum. Is that correct?
It depends on...
Depends on the sponsor?
Yes, it depends.
There's fun stuff that you get to do around the tournament. What's one of the fun things you did in 2019 that you could talk about?
Well, in 2019, we had the Pro 7 in Chicago, so I think I stayed 1 extra day, so I got to do some sightseeing. And then, this year, just the last weekend, we had the tournament in Florida for the first time. It was the first time in Fort Lauderdale, and it was the first time in Florida for maybe 4 years, I think. So I got to go to Disney the day before the tournament, 2 days before the tournament started.
The beach?
Yes, we just went for dinner near the beach. Yeah, we got to see the outdoor courts where they have the beach bash.
Should come out.
Yeah, I've never been to that tournament, but I'm sure it's got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun at the outdoor tournaments.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like having the beach right next to the courts must be really fun. But no, many tournaments I really don't get to do that much outside of racquetball, especially now that I'm the official ref for the LPRT. I spend a lot of time at the courts. Like last Saturday, I played 2 matches and I refed 6 matches. So there's not a lot of time left, but if I can, I try to do something else, something outside. And here in Austin at the Longhorn Open, I've been trying to look around a little bit more, but just watching the matches is also a lot of fun. So.
Absolutely, and there were so many great matches here with almost 500 players and with, I'd say, a little over 50 pro level or very close to. Okay, so yeah, we're wrapping up here, and you got to go play right now. So we'll wrap up with inappropriate question. We won't do a paper, rock, scissors. I'll let you ask me an inappropriate question.
Okay.
Since you got to get on the court.
All right. Yes. I don't know if this is an inappropriate question, but just your curiosity. Like, who's your favorite player on the LPRT?
On the LPRT?
Yeah.
On the LPRT, right now would have to be Paola, for sure.
Cool.
For sure, because she has really great footwork and backhand, and that's what I need to work on the most.
Okay.
And so I watch a lot of her videos for study since I can't duplicate what Kane does. His style is so odd that it's really hard to duplicate. But a lot of the women have better mechanics since the power isn't necessarily at the same level.
Right.
And so I find a lot of the women's Pro Tour players have more slick mechanics. And so I watch a lot of the women's Pro Tour for that.
Cool. Yes. I've heard a lot of people say this, and I think it's accurate. If you are a player and want to watch matches to improve. It's sometimes better to watch the LPRT or women playing because the ball is also going slower. Like you said, it's not all about power, so you can learn more about strategy, and it's a different game. So it's good to learn from that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. Time for you to get on the court.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.